stretch is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
Pickett.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Pickett to throw on first down. That's again complete to Palmer.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And a solid run down inside the 30. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
So nothing doing there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And we'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Chargers hit 4-6 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
21. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. At the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs.
What a juke into space. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Corbin. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chop for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. Shifts by him. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Corbin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On fourth down, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Pickett. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Pickett on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Austin. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. First and 10. Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, this is Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Third and 5. Now
Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Second down, here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Josh Palmer.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we've reached halftime here with a
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Herbert on 1st down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. Herbert operating from the red zone.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Again, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. He's still on his feet. George Pickens racing to the end zone.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens
taking it in.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pickett will try to throw for this.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Still fighting for more. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant. And often
that throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them in the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.